somebody get in contact with that big black man because I have a lot of questions. I'm confused. How did we get here, sir? It was not supposed to be like this. Anyways, hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island USA Season 6, Episode 3. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. So, Hakeem is speaking to Hannah, and she says that Miami men scare her, and I'm not even gonna lie to you. What was scaring me was the makeup. So here's the thing. Am I the best at makeup? No. But I would think that these two pictures would prove that I know a thing or two. Okay, number one, the color is too light. I don't know if it's all the setting powder or what. Speaking of setting spray. We need a little bit of that. Also, try orange or a deeper color instead of the pink. I think it's a little too much. And even if all that doesn't work, because you know sometimes you get a tan. I don't know if she's already gotten a tan, but you get a tan and all of a sudden your makeup is not cooperating with you. Add some bronzer. It'll warm it up. It'll bring it all together. Anyways, that was distracting me, so I did not hear this conversation. But all the while, Kendall is stressing about this conversation between Hannah and Hakeem.
I'm scared to talk to a Miami guy because I know how Miami guys are.
Your boy, Hakeem, I know he's hunting. Back up. Like, that's enough. That's enough. Like, time out. Like, y'all are done. Like, I'm like, y'all are pretty close right now. I'm like, next chat.
Instead of stressing out, get in there. Go and talk to the girl. Earlier this morning, he wanted to talk to her and the guys had to big him up and he still didn't do it. Now you want to go talk to her and you're frustrated that she's spending so much time with Hakeem. Get up. Get up and go. I don't know what he expects. These connections, this is going to be the theme of the episode. These connections are not going to be handed to you. You have to put in the work, big black man. You have to put in the work. Okay? Okay. Serena tells Cordell that she does like him. However, she is going to keep her options open.
I obviously have some type of garden, some type of like...
I still see it. That's what I'm saying. You try to best friend me?
What does that mean? Like friend zone you?
Yeah.
No, I do believe like the best relationships come from like when you were like truly like friends. Like it's just so early. Like...
She says that Cordell is her number one and that in order to have a strong relationship, she wants to build the foundation of friendship, which I do understand. I feel like these two in particular, though, run the risk of being stuck in the friend zone, especially because there are some things that Cordell says that make Serena be like, huh? So I hear what she's saying. I just don't know if there is much romantic potential between these two at the date of publication, all right? They do have a little bit of flirty banter near the end of the conversation, so maybe there is hope, but I don't know. I'm not quite seeing it for them as of yet. We finally get to see JaNa say more words than 15 to a guy on our screen.
I really like books on like serial killers and like murders.
I'm not judging you on that.
I wouldn't never murder, but I would know how to do it.
I won't cross you.
You're, like, obviously gorgeous.
You think so?
Yeah.
You're so sweet.
I was like, damn, I thought you and Corey were going to be married tomorrow.
I think I'm feeling it. Are you feeling it? Because I think I'm feeling it. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Okay. So he says that Connor says that he wasn't sure if JaNa was even going to be an option because she looked locked off with the big black man. Honestly, at this point, we're not even going to call him by name, just the big black man, because he really disappointed me today. So he thought that she was locked in with the big black man, and in truth, she was, but in recent days, he hasn't been putting in that work for her, so she's trying to see what else is out there. I am a little bit skeptical of Connor because although the conversation went well, he already told us what his type is. And can you date outside of your type? Yes, absolutely you can. But when your type is as specific as blonde hair and blue eyes, which JaNa is very much not, I'm concerned. Aaron and Kaylor have a late night check-in in bed, and she lets him know that she is torn at the moment.
We don't have serious conversations like this.
No, it's that.
Talking with you is so easy and fun. and giddy. But no, I'm not going to force something that's not natural. I can't pretend.
She said exactly what I said in the previous episode. They need to start having some deeper conversations. They keep having these strong declarations. Let's get tattoos. Oh my gosh, wifey. Oh my gosh, hubby. We're going to have this kind of house and whatever. And yes, sometimes it's said in jest. But oftentimes our head and our heart aren't really in alignment. So you know in your head you're saying this as a joke, but your heart is like, no, I feel it for real. This is my husband. So be careful how much you want to say with somebody who you barely know. These two aren't having very deep conversations, and they run the risk of getting into a relationship and then realizing they're actually not compatible at all. So in the morning, she tells the other women, because she already had told, what's the other blonde girl? Olivia. She already told Olivia the night before. But this morning she tells all the girls that the kiss between her and Connor made her realize that the chemistry is better between her and Aaron. So at this point, the chemistry has been established. We now need to have some deeper conversations. We also see, what do we got here? JaNa saying that she is interested in Connor, but doesn't want to be his second choice. Rob brings breakfast for both Leah and Liv. He's trying to be nice to Liv. He's obviously into Leah. So the issue here is, I guess the breakfast is what makes Olivia think that they still have something going on. And the funny thing is, the day before, when he did this the first time, Kendall was like, I don't think bringing them both breakfast is the best idea. But it went well when he did it. So maybe he's like, I'm just going to keep this up until I have to actually make a decision. It's going to backfire on him real soon. Hannah says that both Hakeem and Kendall are on her radar, and she's going to spend the day getting to know both of them more. In the meantime, Hakeem is spending time with Olivia, and it's actually kind of going well.
Like, I'm looking for someone I can have a laugh with, but also, like, they know what they want. I don't want someone to, like, show me off, but I want someone to be like,
hey, this my girl, yeah.
I don't even have high standards, so I'm like, where the hell are these people at?
I'm looking for somebody that can grow with, somebody that, you know, is loyal.
I mean, he's attractive. Didn't expect it from that chat, so who knows?
So in yesterday's video, I asked whose personality between Rob and Liv is making this conversation so stale, and I've resulted that it's neither. It's neither, because when both of them speak to people who they're actually interested in, the energy is energying. The vibe is vibing. Things are happening. Things are moving. So I'm like, oh, they really just don't get along, which further perplexes me why Olivia thought there was still potential between her and Rob. That happens later on. We're going to touch on it. But I'm just like, all the signs are leading to you not being with Rob. So why are you stuck on Rob? Child. Anyways, Connor tells, I also have it written here that Hakeem didn't annoy me as much this episode. Well, this part of the episode. So good on Hakeem. Connor tells JaNa that he is definitely open to exploring things with her now that she has made it clear that she's also interested.
We get along really well. I like how, like, goal-oriented you are. I like that you know what you want.
I mean, they up there talking again. I don't know, they smiling.
Immediately I saw your connection with Coy, and I was like, okay.
She just didn't want to be like the second choice because obviously him and Kaylor made out last night.
If she was the first choice, like, then what?
Exactly.
You feel me?
What? Yeah.
I don't know if I should keep my skepticism or if I should just lean in. Because sometimes when I lean in, I get egg on my face, i.e. Keenan and KK. If you were there, sorry for your suffering. Am I leaning in? I think I am. I think I'm just going to let it ride. I trust in JaNa. Connor so far seems to be a good guy. I'm going to lean in. On the other hand, you have the big black man who is frustrated because he's hearing from Serena that she doesn't want to be second place. And he's like, okay, well, if she was his first place, what does that mean for me? It means that you need to step it up. That's what that means. They play a game called Higher or Lower. As you guys know with the games, I'm only going to point out the things that were important to moi. Kaylor spent over $5,000 on a man for Christmas. Whoa, okay. Wow. JaNa's body count is 22, and apparently she lied to Coy about, she lied to the big black man about that. I'm not quite sure what numbers she told him. Cordell has ghosted over 1,000 women, and it is because once they hear who his brother is, they start to act a little bit different, which is exactly what happened in the villa as well. Because Hannah was like, hold on. That's my crush though. Girl, your crush ain't here. It's Cordell, not Odell. Relax, okay? Rob, Cordell, and Leah don't care what their partner's body count is. All the girls thought that Hakeem would have a high body count, but it was actually just 24. And apparently he has never ghosted anyone. I don't know how much I believe that. He's a Jamaican man living in Miami. I don't know. Aaron has 75 bodies and the big black man has 150, but apparently he told JaNa it was 100. It's giving double standard, not even double standard, it's giving blatant lie. Blatant lie. Then he goes on to say that he thinks a woman's body count should be 10 or less. From Mr. 150. Don't get me wrong, okay? I am of the belief that oftentimes it is harder for women to detach themselves emotionally when sex is involved. So typically we will have a lower number. But if your number is 150, you have quite the audacity to tell me my number should be less than 10. Less than 10. You're at 150. You do, this has the potential to get me canceled, but I'm going to say it anyways, and I hope that you guys are going to have the sense to hear what I'm saying. To have 150 bodies, you will have had to sleep with 150 women. I'm assuming there wasn't any double back, right? So you would expect that those women would have some kind of sexual liberation as well. But you have an issue with your girl having sexual liberation? Or being sexually liberated? Is that a better way to say it? Yeah, I think so. That's what don't make sense to me. These men who have high body counts and want their women to have slept with only 3 people, and it's like, who have you been sleeping with? Women. So therefore she could sleep with men. Like, huh? Anyways, child, after the game, the girls say that Cordell is humble for not bringing up his brother. Okay. Is that humble or I don't know. JaNa is upset that the big black man lied to her, and he is telling the guys like he has nothing to explain. Well, you better come up with something because JaNa is looking for answers.
Come on.
I'm coming.
I'm not feeling that good.
About what?
I don't know. It's like I heard your side comments. How do you feel about me right now?
Cool.
I'm one of them type of people, like, it's hard for me to really just open up to somebody so fast.
I know, but within the 3 days, I feel
You're
like
saying you had better conversation. I understand that.
we talked like the longest out of everyone, and I still don't know how he feels. Don't think he's trying as hard, and it's just frustrating, you know? Like,
so I haven't really said this out loud, but the man has already given me the ick even before this episode, okay? From the white, from the hairline, to the deodorant residue that he always has in his arms, and now the lack of communication. No, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for you, big black man, okay? To make matters worse, he, in the beginning, told JaNa, my communication is great. I don't struggle at all. Now you're telling her, oh, it takes me a lot to open up. It's early days. I can't really give you all that you're looking for. But you said that your communication was great. And like, so communicate. Nobody's telling you to profess your love for her, but at least let her know that you're interested. He's like, well, you know, everybody's kind of confused right now. She's like, no, I'm the only one. All the other women seem to know who is interested in them. I can't tell if you're really interested in me. We're just kind of chilling. Coy. Okay, let's move on, child. I feel like this girl should go where she is wanted and not tolerated. And right now it's giving, I tolerate you. So in the evening, as the girls are getting ready, Kaylor and Liv spot Rob and Leah kissing on the dock. And apparently it's a big problem.
Oh. You see that? Like, what the fuck, bitch?
That so just confirms the gameplay.
Yeah.
The pathetic ass bitch.
Should Rob have told Liv that he was going to pursue Leah more so than he's pursuing her? Potentially. But has he given Liv the impression that things are going well? I don't think so. So her being shook right now is shaking me because I'm like, you really thought things were going well? I know she made the comment before in the last episode that she was chipping away at the ice, but babes, you were using like your finger to pick at it. Like it was going to take you forever to get some kind of relationship out of this. Like you weren't making much headway. Let's be for real. I don't know where she got this impression that things were going so well, but okay. We're going to fast forward to the recoupling. Serena chooses Cordell. Kaylor chooses Aaron. Hannah picks Kendall. Liv picks Hakeem, but Hakeem, he had some words for Miss Hannah.
You know, I'm just not here for anybody being not up front. And like I kept on asking her.
I told you where I was at.
She said I'm 50-50 from last night.
I did say I was 50-50 because I gotta consider. I don't know.
Well,
it's
zero right now.
Listen. Hakeem, please. We don't want to hear from you right now, okay? You are lucky that we have bigger fish to fry in today's episode. You're lucky. Because you were this close to going home. This close to going home, okay? Be careful. So I feel like this wasn't even the place to say this, because now if there even was a door to be open, and he wants it closed, so that's fine. But if there was a door to stay open on Hannah's end, that's gone now. And then I was looking at Liv like, well, this probably isn't a good look for you regarding Liv, but to my surprise, Liv is co-signing because she's just like, you shouldn't be 50-50 with someone one day and then make a decision that blindsides them. Of course, she's talking about Rob, but she's applying it to what Hakeem is saying. So I'm just like, oh, interesting. So would you still want to pursue Hakeem after this little thing? Because I wouldn't if I were you, but she might. Who knows? Moving on, we have Leah who chooses Rob and JaNa who chooses Connor. And even though I saw it coming, my jaw still dropped.
Connor.
What was it that you felt didn't work with you and Coy?
Communication. It should be like a two-way street, and it just didn't feel like a two-way street at all.
She's going off her emotions, which is valid, and I respect it.
Number one, Cordell, you're hanging on by a thread in your own relationship, please. You might end up being this girl's bestie. I don't want to hear from you right now, okay? Number two, Coy, aka Big Black Man. The nonchalance is gonna get old, even on the outside. I'm sure on the outside he's used to being the big guy, having the pretty face, barely having to do any work. The man has 150 bodies. Clearly he don't have to talk much. The body does the talking, right? But I'm here thinking beauty fades. And they say this a lot about women, but it applies to everybody. Beauty fades. You're gonna need to have more than good looks to get something going. Where's the personality? Where's the communication? Where's the pursuit? He gave us nothing. All that body and he gave us nothing. Coy, I'm actually so disappointed in this man. And then even in the last conversation with JaNa, of course I didn't expect him to like have a last plea or anything. He's on his way out. Like, who cares? That's worthless. But I was like, he's even acting like he didn't care about her this entire time. Yet when talking to Serena earlier, he was frustrated by the situation. And I'm like, you have never expressed this frustration to her. And maybe that would have swayed her in her decision. I'm interested to see where things go with Connor, but it's unfortunate that something had to end because you decided to be so closed off. And early in the episode, I don't know if I said it, maybe I didn't, him being closed off and defensive was such an ick for me. Like, you can be closed off and it takes some time for you to warm up to people. I understand that. But to add defensiveness on top of that, I'm sorry, no, I'm not putting in that work. I'm so sorry. You got to be one or the other. We can work with being defensive. We can work with being closed off. But both? Nah. You can go home. So anyways, the aftermath of the recoupling is going to be pretty hectic as per the trailer. So I'm excited to see what happens there. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.